We think our problems are new, don't we? We blame technology, we blame politics, we blame each other. The chaos, the division, the sheer, overwhelming noise of modern life, it all feels unprecedented, a sickness that belongs only to our time. But what if we're only seeing the puppets and not the puppeteers? What if the forces tearing our world apart aren't modern at all, but are ancient gods, back with a vengeance as modern demons? Today's world feels like it's in a special kind of chaos. But what if the root cause isn't modern at all? For thousands of years, humanity told stories of gods and goddesses, powerful, volatile beings who ran everything from love and war to chaos itself. Most of us write these off as myths, relics of a superstitious past. But a chilling theory is gaining ground, that these ancient, disruptive deities never really left. They've just resurfaced, wearing new masks but wielding the same old power. Some Christian writers argue these are the very demonic forces the Bible warned about, reasserting themselves as society leaves old moral frameworks behind. Others see them as powerful archetypes, ancient psychological patterns bubbling up from our collective unconscious to shape our world. And some believe these entities are fueled by our attention, growing stronger as we pour our focus into the new arenas of modern life. This video pulls back the curtain on that theory. We're going to unmask 3 of these returning demons and show you exactly where they're hiding in plain sight. Let us start with a force every one of us has felt: the magnetic pull of online conflict. To understand it, we need to go back to ancient Greece, to a goddess so disruptive she was famously left off a wedding invitation list. Her name was Eris, the goddess of strife and discord. Eris was a master of chaos. After being snubbed by the other gods, she got her revenge with a single, devastatingly simple act. She tossed a golden apple into the wedding party, inscribed with the words, "For the fairest." This one small provocation lit a fire of rivalry between the goddesses Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. While a complex sequence of events followed, this dispute is seen as a key moment that helped set the stage for the Trojan War, a decade of brutal fighting that laid a civilization to waste. Eris didn't need an army. Her power was turning debate into argument, rivalry into hatred, and division into war. Her weapon of choice, a perfectly targeted provocation designed to exploit vanity and insecurity. Now, let's jump to today. Where do we see this ancient spirit at work? Look no further than the device in your hand. We call it the algorithm, but its function is eerily familiar. Social media platforms aren't explicitly designed to create disharmony, but their success is built on engagement. And as research has shown, few things engage us more than outrage. This modern demon is the algorithm of outrage. It works a lot like Eris. It identifies our anxieties, our political leanings, and our hidden biases. And it feeds us content perfectly engineered to get a reaction. It doesn't throw one golden apple into a party. It throws millions of them every second into the global feast of our interconnected world. Every inflammatory headline, every comment designed to own the other side, every conspiracy theory that goes viral, these are the modern apples of discord. This spirit thrives in the chaos it creates, pushing people further apart, because a divided, arguing user base is a deeply engaged and profitable one. The ancient Greeks understood that a single seed of strife could fell an empire. We're willingly planting those seeds every time we scroll, feeding a modern demon that wears the ancient face of Eris. The second entity we need to confront is a master of illusion, a shapeshifter who loves to blur the line between what's real and what's fake. In Norse mythology, this was the territory of Loki. Loki wasn't a god of pure evil. He was a god of chaotic, unpredictable deception. As a shapeshifter who could appear as anyone or anything, his greatest power was making you doubt your own eyes and ears. He could orchestrate elaborate pranks that spiraled into divine tragedies, tell lies that twisted perceptions of reality, and sow mistrust among the closest of allies. Loki represented the unsettling idea that the world isn't what it seems, that truth is slippery, and that anyone could be a mask worn by a trickster. His chaos came from destroying certainty. Where is this spirit of radical deception showing up today? It's manifesting in what might be humanity's most powerful and terrifying new creation: artificial intelligence. Specifically, the modern demon is the rise of deepfakes and AI illusion. For the first time in history, we have technology that offers an eerie parallel to Loki's power. While detection methods still work, AI can now generate increasingly realistic images of people who don't exist and create videos of individuals saying and doing things they never did. Audio can be cloned, voices can be faked, and this technology is becoming more accessible every single day. Think about the implications. Political misinformation could be supercharged with fake videos of leaders appearing to confess to crimes. Reputations can be destroyed with fabricated evidence. The very foundation of trust, believing what you see and hear, is starting to crack. This is the ultimate playground for a trickster spirit. Some who look at these phenomena from a horror perspective describe it as an ancient force literally writing the algorithms, using our own tech to unleash a primordial chaos. This new demon doesn't just tell lies, it threatens to create a world where the very idea of objective truth feels meaningless. Just as Loki could shatter the trust of the gods, this digital shapeshifter threatens to shatter the trust that holds our society together. If you're finding this, look into the hidden patterns of our world interesting. Take a second to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're all about exploring these kinds of challenging questions, and your support helps us keep digging for the truths hiding just beneath the surface. Our final returning demon is maybe the most seductive. It's a force that works not through open conflict or deception, but through the intoxicating power of desire. For this entity, we look to the ancient Near East, to a goddess known by many names, Ishtar to the Babylonians and Astarte to the Phoenicians. She was a powerful figure who shared many attributes with the Greek goddess Aphrodite, whose mythology was likely influenced by these earlier deities. Ishtar was the goddess of love, beauty, and sex. Her power was immense, inspiring deep devotion, but she was also a goddess of war and divine fury. Her myths are filled with tales where overwhelming passion and desire lead to ruin for mortals and gods alike. Worship of Ishtar often involved a kind of ecstatic, all-consuming adoration. She was beautiful, powerful, and ultimately unattainable, a divine figure to be worshipped from afar. This blend of intense desire and impossible distance created a powerful, often destructive, obsession. Some scholars even note how her influence in ancient texts seems to blur traditional lines and roles, which could be seen as a challenge to societal structures. This ancient spirit of obsessive, distant worship has returned with staggering force today. The modern demon is the world of parasocial relationships and celebrity worship. A parasocial relationship is a one-sided connection where you invest huge amounts of emotional energy and time into a media figure who, frankly, doesn't know you exist. Today, billions of us are in these relationships with celebrities, influencers, and online personalities. We follow their lives with a devotion that can feel almost religious. We defend them in online arguments like they re-family and feel their triumphs and tragedies as if they were our own. This isn't just fandom. You could see it as a modern form of worship. Sociologists and psychologists note that celebrities now fill the same archetypal space that gods and goddesses once did. They've become our modern pantheon. We project our ideals of beauty, success, and meaning onto them, turning them into untouchable idols. Like Ishtar, they are both right there in our lives through our screens, yet impossibly far away. This dynamic fuels a powerful obsession, a constant chase for a connection that can never really be returned. We're feeding these new gods with the most valuable currency we have, our attention, and in doing so, we're bringing back an ancient spirit of obsessive devotion, building digital temples to human idols. So, what have we found? The spirit of discord in our phones, fueling outrage for profit. The spirit of deception in our media, making us question reality itself. And the spirit of obsession in our culture, channeling our deep-seated need for worship toward distant human idols. The names have changed. Eris becomes the algorithm, Loki becomes the deepfake, and Ishtar becomes the celebrity, but the patterns, the primordial forces feel the same. Maybe the ancient world isn't so far away. Its gods aren't dead, just disguised, finding fertile new ground in the chaos of our modern age. Now that you've seen these three, the real question is, what happens when you start looking for these patterns yourself? Look around. What other ancient gods do you see making a comeback in our world? Let me know in the comments below.